Let me ask you something real quick. You got kids? Are you about to? Maybe you got a dog. Maybe you got both. And your apartment feels like a stuffed suitcase right now. You're sitting in your place thinking, we need more rooms, more yard, more space, more school options, just more of everything. And somebody in your circle said, have you looked at Denver? And now you are here watching me, which means you're doing your research. And I gotta respect that. My name is Lorraine King, and I'm a Denver Metro real estate professional. In this video, this is the one you send to your spouse at 11 p.m. when you're having the we need to move conversation. Because we're going deep today. We're talking about the best areas in Denver Metro for growing families who want space. Not just any space, the right space. The space that makes sense financially, communities that feel like a home, areas where your kids can actually go outside and do something. And I'm going to give you the real, not just the glossy stuff, the real feel of each area, the good and the things you need to know before you commit. Here's what we're covering. Highlands Ranch, the OG family suburb, and whether it still makes sense. Parker, the hidden gem that serious families are quietly running to. Castle Rock, I'm talking big space, big value, big lifestyle. Arvada, the West Side sleeper, that's low-key one of the best. Centennial, polished, and priced right if you're smart. Brighton, where families are going when they want real room to breathe. And at the end, I'm saving the one area that I personally think is the best move for a family trying to build right now. Most people aren't talking about it. Stay to the end. 6 neighborhoods, real numbers, and one at the end that's going to change how you think about this whole search. Don't tap out. Let's go. Before we get into specific neighborhoods, I need to spend a few minutes talking about why Denver works for families. Because the reason go deeper than it looks pretty on Instagram. Reason 1, space is actually accessible here. In major coastal cities, space is a luxury. A yard in Los Angeles or New York or the Bay Area costs a premium. We're talking millions of dollars for a lot with any size backyard. In the Denver Metro, a family home with a real yard, a garage, a good square footage that starts in the mid to high 400s in the suburban areas, that's real. You can actually afford to have space here without selling a kidney. Reason 2, the outdoor environment is literally a playground. Raise your hand if you grew up hearing, go outside and play. In Denver, that hits different. You got parks everywhere, trails, open space that the metro area actually protect and preserve. Kids here grow up hiking, biking, skiing, and camping. The outdoors isn't a weekend trip, it's a lifestyle. The family-friendly infrastructure is built out. The suburbs around Denver were literally designed for families. Wide streets, neighborhood pools, HOA maintained parks, community rec center, youth sports league, cul-de-sacs. These aren't accidental. They were planned for people, especially like you, who are raising kids and need a community around them. Reason 5, the economy means you can afford to be here. If you can get a job here or work remotely, the Denver economy is strong enough that you can actually build. Tech, healthcare, aerospace, government, finance, good paying job exists here. And when you combine good income with Denver's suburban price point, the math works in a way that it doesn't in coastal cities. All right, foundation is laid. Let's get into the neighborhood. First up, Highlands Ranch. If you've done any research on Denver family suburbs, you already heard this name. Highlands Ranch is like the LeBron James of Denver family neighborhoods, and everybody knows it. It's been at the top forever, and people still arguing about whether it's worth it. Let me break it down. Highlands Ranch is a master plan community in Douglas County, sitting about 15-20 minutes south of Denver. And when I say master plan, I mean master plan. This place was designed from the ground up to be a family community. Wide streets, manicured parks, community rec centers, trails connecting everything. It's clean, it's organized, it's safe, and it delivers on that promise. The community has 4 rec centers, 4 with pools, fitness facilities, classes, and programs if your kids are active. There are always something to do without driving 30 minutes for it. This is where Highlands Ranch delivers. Now here's where we get honest. Highlands Ranch is not cheap. This is a premium suburb and the prices reflect that. Entry-level single-family homes, we're talking smaller, older inventory, starting around $550,000 to $600,000. Mid-range family homes with 4 bedrooms, good yard, 2-car garage, you're looking at $650,000 to $850,000. Move-up homes and newer construction can easily push past $900,000 to over $1 million. Townhomes and paired homes exist as a lower entry point, starting around $420,000 to $520,000. And these are a smart way to get into the Highlands Ranch School District without going all in on single-family home right away. Highlands Ranch lots are decent, not massive. The community was designed for density relative to amenity access. You're not getting an acre here. Typical lot sizes are 5,000 to 8,000 square feet. You'll have a backyard, but don't expect a football field. If maximum square footage of land is your priority, Highlands Ranch is not your answer. But if you want a community, walkability, amazing schools, and a polished suburb, it delivers. Who is Highlands Ranch really for? Dual income households with strong earnings who put schools and community amenities above all else. People who want a plug-and-play family lifestyle where everything is built for you. Families willing to pay the premium for the name and the infrastructure. HOA, there is HOA, actually multiple HOA layers in some cases. Monthly costs can range from $170 to $200 per month. Know what you're paying before you fall in love with the house. Also, Highlands Ranch has a reputation for being, let's say, not the most diverse suburb in the metro. That is changing. You see more diversities. Different families are here now than the ones you didn't see before. Highlands Ranch is solid, but is it the best value for a growing family? I've got 5 more neighborhoods to show you, including one that might make you look at Highlands Ranch differently. Just keep watching. Okay, Parker. Let me put some respect on Parker's name right now. Parker is the town that families who did their homework end up choosing. It doesn't have the marketing budget that Highlands Ranch has. It doesn't get the same social media hype. But people who actually live here, they're loyal and the numbers back them up. Parker sits about 25 miles southeast of Denver in Douglas County. And the vibe is different from Highlands Ranch in a good way. It feels more like an actual town, less like a development. There's a historic main street with local restaurants, coffee shops, a farmer's market, community events. It has character. Parker is just charming in a way that a lot of master plan communities aren't. When you drive through it, it feels like people actually live here and like it, not just pass through on the way to the garage. Entry-level single-family homes in Parker start around $480 to $550. 4-bedroom family homes with good square footage, $580 to $750. And you can find newer constructions in the $700s to $800s. That gives you everything. Space, modern finishes, big yard, at prices that Highlands Ranch just doesn't offer. This is why smart family buyers are choosing Parker. You get Douglas County schools, you get the charming community feel, you get more house for less money. The math just hits different. Parker lots tend to be larger than Highlands Ranch. Many neighborhoods have quarter-acre to half-acre lots. Some areas push toward an acre. If your kids need room to run, if you want a real backyard, if you want to actually feel like you have space, Parker delivers in a way then its more famous neighborhood to the west doesn't always match. I've had clients who came in with the Highlands Ranch budget and ended up in Parker with a bigger house, a bigger yard, more square footage, and money left over. Every time, they never look back. Parker is a bit further out. If you're working in downtown Denver, budget 35 to 45 minutes on a good day, potentially longer during peak traffic. If you work in the tech center or South Denver, much more manageable. You need to look around. You're looking around 20 to 30 minutes drive. For remote workers, Parker is a no-brainer. Live well, pay less, commute, never. Who is Parker really for? Value-conscious families who refuse to sacrifice quality, people who want more land without leaving the Douglas County school zone, remote workers and South Corridor commuters, families who want a town filled with all the suburban amenities. Castle Rock. The name alone sounds like where people go where they made it. And honestly, it kind of is. Castle Rock is about 30 miles south of Denver and it's one of the fastest growing cities in America. Not just Colorado, America. And that's not hype, that's US Census data. The town is built around a literal castle-shaped rock formation that sits in the middle of it. You cannot miss it. The downtown area has restaurants, shops, a farmer's market, a festival culture, and surrounding that downtown is an explosive, beautiful family neighborhoods, large lots, open space, and mountain views that will make you drop your jaw. Castle Rock feels like it was designed by someone who asked, what if a family can have everything? Mountains, space, community, good schools, modern amenities, lower prices. They checked every box. And this is where it gets exciting for families. The Castle Rock offers some of the best homes for dollar value in the metro. You can get a legitimate 4 or 5 bedroom home, newer construction, 3-car garage, big backyard with mountain views for $550 to $750. That same house in Highlands Ranch at $150 to $200,000 easily. The newer communities in Castle Rock like Cobblestone Ranch, the Meadows, Terrain, and Crystal Valley offer more modern homes with large lots at a price that make families feel like they won something because they actually did. If you want land, actual land, Castle Rock has communities where you can get half an acre, 3/4 of an acre, even full acre lots. For a family who wants their kids to have real outdoor space, a garden, maybe even chickens. Yes, people that are out here, Castle Rock is where that dream lives. The commute, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Castle Rock to downtown Denver is easily 35 to 50 minutes on a good day. I-25 South can be rough during rush hour. This is a real factor. But here's the thing. Castle Rock has its own growing job market. The city itself has retail, healthcare, light industrial, and commercial employers. And with remote work being a reality for many professionals, more and more Castle Rock residents never have to deal with that commute at all. Also, Castle Rock is halfway between Denver and Colorado Springs. If you work in the Springs, this is actually ideal. You split the difference perfectly. The growth factors, and pay attention here. Castle Rock is growing so fast that people who bought here 5 to 7 years ago are sitting on serious equity right now. The infrastructure is catching up. New retail, new restaurants, new medical facilities. What felt far out to people in 2018 is now a fully built city. The people who get in now, while there's still value to capture, are going to look smart in 5 years. Just like the people who bought in Parker before Parker blew up look smart. That trajectory is real. Who is Castle Rock really for? Families who want maximum space for their dollar. Remote workers who've been liberated from daily commute. People who want a lifestyle, outdoor activities, mountain view proximity, and real community. Not just a house. Buyers who are thinking about equity growth, not just immediate convenience. We're about halfway through and things are about to get even better. I got 3 more neighborhoods, including the one I promised at the top that most people are sleeping on. Real quick, before we get into the next 3 neighborhoods, I need to talk to you for a second. You've been watching this video because you're serious. You're not just browsing, you're planning, and you're planning for your family. And that's the most important thing you can do. My name is Lorraine King, and I'm a licensed real estate professional serving the Denver metro area. And I specialize in exactly what this video is about, helping families find the right home in the right neighborhood at the right price. My contact information is in the description below. Let's have that conversation. All right, 3 more neighborhoods and the last one. That's the one I've been building up to this whole video. Let's finish this out. All right, now let me take you to the west side. And I mean that literally, because while everybody's been focused on the south suburbs, Arvada has been quietly doing this thing to the west of Denver, and families who choose it are smiling right now. Arvada is a city of about 120,000 people sitting between Denver and Boulder, which is one of the most invaluable geographic positions in the entire metro. You go to Denver to eat in one of the most beautiful outdoor obsessed, well-educated cities in America to your west. The mountains are closer here. The air feels different. The whole vibe is more relaxed in the south suburban corridor. Old Town Arvada is a legitimate gem, a walkable historic downtown with restaurants, breweries, coffee shops, and community events. This is not a strip mall suburb. This has character and history. Arvada price points are interesting because there's a real mix. Older neighborhoods with established trees and big lots, the kind of character-filled homes that don't get built anymore, can be found starting in the 450s to 600 range. Newer developments push higher, 600,000 to 800,000. The lot sizes in older Arvada are genuinely impressive. We're talking mature trees, proper yards, space that newer planned communities just don't have because they weren't designed with that kind of generous space footage. Arvada has light rail. The G line connects Arvada to downtown Denver. That is a game changer for families where one or both parents commute to the city. Park and ride, get on the train, arrive downtown without touching I-25 or I-70 during rush hour. And if you work in Boulder, you are 20 minutes from downtown Boulder on a light traffic day. Tech workers, universities employees, research professionals, Arvada to Boulder is genuinely viable. Who is Arvada really for? Families who want character homes with mature neighborhoods. Boulder corridor workers who want a real family suburb. People who hate the idea of a mega highway commute and want light rail access. Buyers who want to be closer to the mountains with all the family infrastructure still in place. Centennial. This one doesn't always make the flashy top 10 list, and that is honestly a crime because Centennial is low-key one of the most strategically located family suburbs in the entire Denver metro. Centennial sits in Arapahoe County, southeast of Denver, and is polished, established, the kind of suburb that doesn't need to prove itself because it's keep delivering for families for 20 plus years. The streets are clean, the parks are well maintained, the commercial corridors are functional and not chaotic. It does what a family suburb should do without a lot of drama. Centennial is served by Cherry Creek School District. And Cherry Creek, let me tell you, is one of the most respected school districts in the entire state of Colorado. Consistently high performing, excellent programs, diverse student population. Centennial pricing is competitive. 3 to 4 bedroom single family homes typically run 5 to 700,000. Larger homes with more modern updates can push to 800,000 and above. The older inventory of Centennial homes built in the 80s and 90s often come with larger lots than newer constructions. If you're willing to update a kitchen or modernize a bathroom, you can get serious square footage on a serious lot at prices that newer communities can't match. Centennial location is genuinely excellent. The Denver Tech Center is right here in one of the largest employment hubs in the metro. If you work in tech, finance, consulting, or corporate, there's a real chance your offices in Centennial are right next to it. That eliminates the commute problem entirely. Light rail access is also solid in Centennial. The light rail corridor runs through the area, giving you connections to downtown Denver. Who is Centennial really for? Tech center workers who want a short commute to work, families who want Cherry Creek schools, buyers who want established neighborhoods with mature trees and bigger lots at reasonable prices, people who value strategic positioning over Instagram aesthetics. I know I said the best for last. We're one neighborhood away. This is the one that is flying under the radar, and the families who get in now are going to be glad they did. Don't stop now. All right, this is the one. I told you at the beginning I was saving the best for last. I told you there was one area that most people aren't talking about, but families who get in now are going to look smart in 5 years. This is it, Brighton, Colorado. And before I hear the Brighton for real, just hear me out, because I'm going to give you the case for Brighton, and you're going to see why this is the move for a growing family that want maximum value, real space, and genuine upside. Where is Brighton? Brighton is about 20 to 25 miles northeast of downtown Denver in Adams County. Sits right off I-76, close to Denver International Airport, and that matters more than people realize for families with relatives in other cities. Flights to see grandma just got easier. Brighton has the feel of a town that's on the way up. It's not fully arrived yet, and that is the opportunity. The downtown area is developing. New restaurants are coming. New schools are being built. Infrastructure is expanding. The city has made deliberate investments in growth and is paying off. Brighton feels real. It feels community oriented. It's not a polished to perfection master plan situation. It's people who actually want to put down roots and build something. That energy is contagious. And here's why Brighton wins for growing families. This is the number that's going to make you sit up straight. In Brighton, you can get a 4 or 5 bedroom single family home, newer construction, 3-car garage, large backyard for $420,000 to $550,000. In some communities, even less. Let that marinate. The same money that gets you a 3-bedroom townhome in Highlands Ranch gets you a 5-bedroom house with a yard in Brighton. New construction builders are actively developing in Brighton right now, and they are offering deals, rate buy downs, closing cost credits, design center upgrades, move-in ready inventory at prices that will legitimately make your jaw drop compared to South suburban pricing. The space, and this is what the title of the video is all about. Brighton gives you real space. Quarter-acre lots are standard. Half-acre lots are common. Some communities have even larger lots. If your family has always dreamed of a big backyard, maybe a play set, a trampoline, a garden, a fire pit, space for the dog to actually run, Brighton makes that dream affordable. Brighton in 2024 and 2025 is what Parker was in 2012 and 2013, what Castle Rock was in 2015. A city that is growing, developing, and about to fully arrive. The people who buy now are getting before their appreciation curve really accelerates. Amazon have major logistics facilities in the area. DIA is nearby and expanding. The I-76 corridor is seeing real commercial investment. This is not random. These are the signals that a real estate professional watches. Brighton is on the trajectory. Commute, like Castle Rock, if you work downtown Denver, you're looking at 35 to 45 minutes. Budget for it emotionally and logistically. Brighton is still developing. Some areas feel more finished than others. If you're coming from a polished suburb somewhere else, there might be an adjustment period as you watch your city grow around you. And the amenity footprint, while growing, isn't as built out as Highlands Ranch or Centennial yet. Some things still require a drive. That changes over time, but now that's where things stand. Who is Brighton really for? Families who want the most house and yard for their dollar. Full stop. First-time buyers who need to stretch their budget without sacrificing quality of life. Investors and owners, occupants who want to get in before the appreciation curve peaks. Remote workers who are freed from the commute equation entirely. Brighton is the best kept secret in Denver family real estate. I've said it and I stand by it. All right, you met all 6 neighborhoods. Now let me give you the decision framework, because the best neighborhood depends on your family's priorities. If your family's number one priority is maximum space for the dollar, Brighton, period. Nobody beats it in the metro right now for the house per dollar with real yard space included. If your family's number one priority is town, character, and outdoor lifestyle, Parker or Castle Rock. Both have that genuine town feel with mountain access and outdoor culture built in. If your family's number one priority is commute and light rail access, Arvada if you're going to Boulder or West Denver. Centennial if you work in the tech center. Both have excellent transit options. If your family's number one priority is diversity and community, Brighton and Arvada lead the pack here among the suburbs. Aurora also deserves honorable mention. A whole video can be done just on Aurora's diversity and value. If your family's planning a long real estate game, Brighton and Castle Rock for growth trajectory, Arvada's proximity appreciation near Boulder, all 3 have serious upside built in. The honest truth is, there's no single right answer. There's only the right answer for your family. Let's land this. You can come into the video wondering which Denver neighborhood is right for your growing family. I hope you're leaving with a clear picture of the options, the prices, the schools, and the space and the lifestyle that's available to you here. But here's what I want you to hold on to above everything else. The families who win in real estate are not the families who get the most information. They're the families who act on the right information in the right time with the right guidance. Information without action is just entertainment. This is Denver. This is your space. Let's go get it. And stay tuned for the next video.